good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We about to get into another reaction video. Guest partners who were enablers on my 600-pound life. Now, I understand that, like, you know, obesity can be a mental disorder. You know what I'm saying? It could be a mental disorder, gang. Like, you talking about people that's, you know, have many reasons why they eat so much. It could be coping, it could be safety, it can be pleasure, you know what I'm saying? Many things, you know what I'm saying? It's a mental disorder, gang. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get so big, bro, because it's a mental disorder, you know. You got the extremes. You got people that eat a lot and people that don't eat. You know what I'm saying? When dealing with depression or some type of mental disorder. You know what I'm saying? So, but to be an enabler, there's no excuse for that, gang. No excuse for that. You know what I'm saying? People can show empathy. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in sympathizing. I don't believe in sympathizing with people. Like, I don't believe in that. Empathy. You know what I'm saying? People can empathize with people that's like 600 pounds and, you know what I'm saying, going through a mental disorder. Like, that's serious stuff. But the enablers, you get no empathy, gang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to tighten up, bro. Tighten up. But let's get into the video, man.
Look at a sandwich and see it look back in a pitiful look or a shameful look or...
Like and subscribe right now or this spider will crawl on your face when you are sleeping. Obese patients come with a gold...
Now, bro, why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that, bro? Now that I had to like and subscribe, but I'm gonna immediately unsubscribe into your channel, gang, because that's uncalled for, gang. That's uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? That's uncalled for. You did not have to do that, bro.
To lose weight on my 600-pound life. However, in the beginning, their determination usually gets challenged, which is one of the most frustrating parts of the show, because if people were serious towards losing weight, then the people around them contribute to their weight gain. I'm talking about the enablers, who could be anyone from friends to family members. Well, in today's video, you are going to see guest partners who are enablers on my 600-pound life, who keep feeding them food even though they weren't supposed to. Bethany Stout.
A pizza
Bethany,
box
a
of
40-year-old
bread,
mom
bro.
dealing with obesity, appeared on the show and was honest that she relies on food and can't stop eating because food gives her comfort and helps her to self-medicate from her depression and anxiety.
See, that's literally what I said, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental disorder, bro. People going through depression, you know what I'm saying? They eating so much, bro, because it's a comforting thing, bro. It's comfort food, gang. You know?
In fact, she claimed that she would even trade food if she could. For the family, Bethany's daughter, whose age is just 18, does most of the mothering. But the actual ruler of the home is Bethany, as from her firm chair, she still rules the household, and her husband Sheldon, as throughout the episode, he seems pretty quiet and doesn't seem to do much about this dynamic. Not just that, he's the biggest enabler for Bethany, as he takes the view that if mama wants it, mama gets it. On his office break, Sheldon comes home every day to bring Bethany her next meal, so around the clock she can keep eating, and he's never had thought of confronting her related to her dreadful, unhealthy lifestyle. He stands with a thought that he will never tell her how to take care of herself, but since he's actively contributing as well, therefore, he really can't claim that he's just leaving her to her own devices. Betty Jo.
That's terrible, bruh. Like, you see your partner, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Whether you a man or a woman, bro, you'll see your partner just going crazy with the food, bruh. Going crazy with the food, bruh. Recognize what it is that they got going on, gang. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, like, hey, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see you eating a whole lot. Why you eating so much? Nine times out of 10, they gonna tell you. They might play it off at first like, I'm just hungry. But then, you know what I'm saying? It could be a deeper reason to that, bro. Something that you might have to really like lock in on. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying something could help save their life, bro. Saying something might save their life, gang. You watching your partner eat themselves to death, literally. Literally. You forcing them to the grave, gang. Like you pushing them to the grave, bruh. Like you in the car, you riding with them to the grave site. You know what I'm saying? Whole Big Macs, checker bags, Pizza Hut boxes, you know what I'm saying? Garlic breads and all this stuff, bruh. All this in one hand, steering wheel in the other. You know what I'm saying? And you just driving them to the grave, gang. That's not cool, bro. It's not cool.
When it comes to talk about Betty Jo's story, then you know that her husband Josh is surely an enabler who has been enabling her unhealthy food habits since they are together. But you might feel surprised to know that the most worrying thing about her husband is that he's dangerously attached to his role as his wife's full-time caregiver. In fact, he knows and even admits that the food he has given her is actually a slow suicide and is about to kill her because she is eating food to death. Even he's accepting himself that he is even helping her to kill herself. According to
What
Josh,
the heck?
he is afraid that if Betty loses the weight, then she might not going to need him anymore, and that he could see it happening already. Josh is quite straightforward and unambiguous, his words describing that his own goals don't align or line up with Betty Jo's weight loss goals. At Betty Jo's appointment with Dr. Now, he says some pretty chilling stuff that is unbelievable for the viewers to hear him say such things about his own wife. Even he shares on the cameras that his biggest fear is not her dying on the operating room table or even being turned down for surgery, but the biggest worry of his that if she loses the weight, she'll no longer need him or something. So, therefore,
That's
he keeps
dangerous.
enabling her. It's really pretty messed up relationship.
That's dangerous. Bro, that's dangerous, bro. My man is literally feeding her to the point to where she absolutely need him. You know what I'm saying? He not even afraid that she gonna die. He's afraid that she won't need him. That's like some type, that's a mental disorder in itself, bro. They both have mental disorders. They both need to break up with each other, bro. Just leave each other. They both need to leave each other, gang. He's not helping you. You not helping him. Leave. You know what I'm saying? Just leave, bro.
Freddie and Shanae. A participant weighing 665 pounds named Shen Marie got featured on the show as the heaviest to be known. At the beginning of her episode, we don't see her husband Freddie do anything terribly awful, but he's definitely passively enabling her for years, as it seems that he doesn't care about his wife because he doesn't confront her or stop her by saying no to anything while grocery shopping. Because of his careless attitude towards his wife, as when she's supposed to be on a controlled diet, he is the one who actually sneaks and sneezes junk food in the hospital. Therefore, Freddie becomes one of the worst enablers on the show. When he brings pizza for Shanae, he was probably the one who carried out the plan to actually dispose of the pizza box and other trash, as obviously he's more mobile of the two. He made it look like the box belonged to another patient. When Dr. Now called him out on the sneaking junk food under his radar, Freddie also jumped to take the blame when Shanae immediately called him that the pizza box belongs to Freddie. Maybe the two also planned in advance to help each other to get away with it. Despite the fact that Doctor wanted her to lose weight, she stopped taking his advice and ended up gaining more weight as being stubborn.
Bro, I'm such like the type of person. Listen, I'm the type of person that would literally, I would tell you. You know what I'm saying? I would tell you. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally like on your case. You know what I'm saying? I'm on your case. Like, you say you wanted to do this. Did you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask anybody, bro. Like, I'm not that type that's like gonna be passive aggressive or just like let you not carry out what it is that you said you was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say you was gonna go to the gym, I'm expecting you to go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You say you was gonna eat better, I'm expecting you to eat better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody about it with consistency, but doing, you know what I'm saying? Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta always be consistent. Like, nobody's 100% consistent with everything. But long as you doing something, bro. You know what I'm saying? You doing something. Like, I would never be in this type of situation, gang. Never. You know what I'm saying? Never.
Tommy Johnson. Tommy Johnson, who lives with her fiancée Amanda at the age of 30. Amanda is the one who literally takes care of him and his daily do activities. Everything around the house, which includes cooking, cleaning, and bringing 8 meals of the day for Tommy. There's a twist. I want to add that actually Amanda was engaged to someone else before Tommy, and his ex-fiancée was over 700 pounds, and 2 months before she met Tommy, he passed away.
Oh, wow.
By the way, Amanda doesn't seem to be doing much to stop it, in spite of Amanda describing in graphic detail how she could literally see her late fiancé deteriorating before he died. Not just that, she knows what could happen to Tommy, but still she brings heaps of junk food for him that she already knows isn't good for him. In fact, she even on the way to Houston, obliging his need for fast food. When the couple reaches Dr. Now's office, he notices that Amanda herself is severely overweight, so he also points out that they both are actually enabling each other to eat unhealthy food. If you ask me, then I would say that it's honestly a total shame for Amanda. And even a little bit of theory that she hasn't learned anything she was supposed to learn from whatever happened with her late fiancé, as she isn't applying anything in the case of Tommy.
Wow,
James
bro.
King. In the case of James King, his fiancé.
You know what's crazy about that? She had the opportunity to actually save like her ex-fiance's life. She could have saved his life, but instead she watched him die. And she's doing it again. She might be the worst person that we've seen so far, bruh. They say like that black dude was the worst because he snuck in like a pizza box or whatever. She's the worst, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She watched the dude die, and now she's about to watch somebody else die again because she refuses to help. You know what I'm saying? She's the worst, bruh. Lock her up, gang.
Say Lisa was one of the
She's
most
a murderer.
notorious enablers on the My 600 Pound Life show, as she is the one who is seen bringing every single forbidden food item to James or whatever he asked for. But the worst thing, as a fiance, she was doing was enabling him, despite the fact that no matter how much closer to death he was still getting all the unhealthy junk food he wasn't supposed to have. With the two of them, Dr. Now got pretty furious several times. He always made sure to point out Lisa's enabling him, as he knew that she is the one who was making him overeat, and even he pointed out how she was basically feeding him to death. But to your surprise, she was so rigid and stubborn that no amount of Dr. Now's strict lecturing literally made Lisa stop. As within the hospital when James was monitoring under the medical professionals, she was seen sneaking him junk food. By the way, not only this, she even helped him at home to cheat and break his diet plan given by Dr. Now.
Oh my gosh.
Since predictably no change for James's health or attitude ever came about, with Lisa still waiting on him, hand and foot. In fact, he called Adult Protective Services on James King's girlfriend when he found out that James's girlfriend was bringing food for him in the hospital. Well, because of overeating of junk food, King's organs started failing, therefore, he got canceled and he wasn't showing any improvement. Well, in April of 2020, James King died at the age of 39, according to TMZ.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bruh. See, this is why you can't be afraid to tell your partner no. You can't be afraid to speak up for yourself in your relationship, bro. That is sad, bro. That's super sad. Dude was literally fighting for his life, gang. Fighting for his life, and his girl was just like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna keep feeding you these pieces. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep feeding you this. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, sometimes you have to be the villain in your relationship, gang. I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be the villain. You know what I'm saying? You gotta help somebody. You gotta help them save themselves, gang, because they not gonna save themselves. They can be too stubborn, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be the villain, gang. See how much of an enabler she was to the point to where he died. He died because she was so much of an enabler. That's dangerous, gang. You know what I'm saying? You can't be an enabler, bro. If you see a problem, speak on it, say something about it, stand on making that change, gang. Have to, bro. Have to. R.I.P. to that man, bro. That's sad, bro.
LaShanta. LaShanta got featured on the show in season 7 when she first met with Dr. Now in Houston. She was weighing 662 pounds at the time, and because of her overweight, she had been bedridden for 2.5 years. By the way, the enabler of 39 years old LaShanta was her boyfriend JT, whom she met when she was in the hospital, and they
Y'all notice something, bro? They be big, but they partners be little. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? Why is that a thing? They be big, but they partners be little. Like OD little. My man OD skinny, gang. Dude in the first clip was
her
OD
boyfriend
skinny.
JT.
Look at him, bro. Skinny. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he look like he probably go to the gym, bro. He got delts. You know what I'm saying? Shoulder blades is out, bro. He got delts. He got a little trap. You know what I'm saying? He got the traps. He might go to the gym, bro. What's up with this guy?
Whom she met when she was in the hospital, and they both apparently saw each other while she was lying on a stretcher, and both fell in love at first sight. On the show, when LaShanta's boyfriend JT comes with her to Dr. Now's appointment, he claims that he has always been attracted to big women, and the reason behind it was that because he feels that large women are nicer and more cuddly. By saying such words, he very clearly valued his own preferences over LaShanta's quality of life since they started dating each other. JT has been taking care of her and enabling her junk food on their first date, which took place when LaShanta was bedridden.
That is ridiculous,
Enabling
bruh.
her food and groceries brought her more complicated weight problems, and by staying unbothered by her health issues, because he would only
Weak.
take care of her as long as she stays as big as he likes.
Weak.
After the appointment with Dr. Now, this becomes so clear when JT let LaShanta to know that for what he is actually worried. His biggest worry was that if she would lose too much weight, sure enough he would break up with her early after this, because he fears that he would lose his attraction to her. If you ask me,
Bro.
I would add that she's probably better off without such a mean and selfish person.
Exactly.
But it's literally sad that the one reason behind her failure was probably him, as he left her without any support.
See, bro, that's weird, gang. That's so weird. People could be so selfish, bro. So selfish, so for themselves, bro. Like, I hate that, bro. I do not like that, gang. I don't like that. If you in a relationship, you should not be for yourself, gang. You see your partner literally dying, bro. Partner's literally dying. You know what I'm saying? Literally dying. And all you care about is just yourself. You know what I'm saying? He's afraid to lose attraction for her. What? You're afraid of losing attraction for her if she loses weight, gang? She's about to die, bro. Your attraction don't even matter at this point, gang. She need to save her life. You need to help her save her life. Like, come on, bruh.
Lee and Renee. Lee and Renee, at the ages of 42 and 39, both have a massive weight problem. Therefore, they come onto the show together. They both used to seem sharing in the food addiction and seem to encourage bad eating behavior in one another. For instance, if their helper, who is Lee's sister Casey, doesn't make what they want to eat or ask for, they both get mad at her for the single reason. Do you know what's even more sad and pathetic thing related to their situation? Actually, that is, they actually met each other in a bariatric clinic where Lee visited that place when he started worrying that he was losing his mobility, and he was aware that he needed to get some aid, but instead of all that, he met Renee there. Since then, the two fell in love at first sight and left the clinic to become each other's neighbors and lovers, continuing to let their overweight spiral out of their control together.
I did not know that was a guy.
That's all, guys, for today with guest partners who were enablers.
See, yeah, bruh. Stop being an enabler, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Stop being an enabler, bruh. You know, like, I've never been that type of person to be an enabler. You know, like, people sometimes tell me that I'm a bit judgy. You know what I'm saying? I can be judgy. You know, I have that type of, you know what I'm saying? I just call things out, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being judgy. I just call things out. You know, like, I be wanting the best for people when they don't want when they want the best for themselves, but they not strong enough in that sense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't see that as a bad thing, bruh. I'd rather be that person than to be an enabler. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, looking at this, you become an enabler, you become a murderer. You know? You allow people to ruin their lives, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to let anybody that I love and care about ruin their life. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And I would expect them to do the same thing for me, bruh. If you're going to enable me, if you're going to be an enabler to me, I don't need you around. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you around. I don't have any addictions. I don't have any problems. But let's say, you know what I'm saying, my work ethic fell off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hardworking as I once was. And I become lazy. And all I want to do is just play the video game. You know what I'm saying? Play the video game. That's all I want to do is just stay in the house, play a video game. I'm expecting the people that I call my friends, I'm expecting my woman, I'm expecting my family to be like, hey, bro, like, tighten up. Like, you looking lazy right now. Tighten up. Because I would say the same exact thing to them. I would be the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? They not going to the gym, and they say they was going to the gym. Hey, bro, you not going to the gym. You falling off. Tighten up. You falling off. If they wanted to eat a certain way and they're not eating a certain way, hey, bro, you say you wanted to eat that way. What you doing? Why you eating that? You know what I'm saying? You quit, you gave up. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be my tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't be doing it to be mean, bro. I do it because I be wanting to see people reach the goal that they set for themselves. That'd be my reasoning, gang. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the people in this video, their reasoning is selfish. You know what I'm saying? Selfish. Like they want to make sure that they are either needed by the person that they just, you know what I'm saying, don't really care about the person, or they low key on some murdering, some psychopath murder type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like R.I.P. the dude, bruh. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. the dude. His wife killed him. Straight up. His wife killed him. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to him. That's going to be it for the video, man. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post new lit content on the channel. Until next time, man. Deuces.